And we don't care about what you heard. Tune in to my boy T-Roy, the bird with the word. And we don't care about what you heard. Tune in to my boy T-Roy, the bird with the word.
T-Roy, bird with the word, man. Fly Eagles fly, man. Ain't nobody doing it like us, man. We the best. Run the NFC, we run the league, man. Champions, man. We come back for another year, man. This our year. Let's go.
Yo, it's the bird with the word, and you heard it here first. What's going down? It's Eagles week, it's division rivalry week. Eagles versus the Giants. Saquon Barkley's homegoing, back to where he started his career at. And so let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about the game. We're going to do a quick recap of the game versus the Browns and the Eagles. A game that I'm not too much blowing my chest up at because, it was a game that we, let's be honest, we barely won the game. And we should have won the game, as I stated before, and made a statement game. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. We did win, but it wasn't a convincing win. Even if we would have won by 20 points, it still would have been a convincing win just based on the level of competition we played. Now, with that being said, the Browns secondary is pretty good secondary. So that means they're not no bottom of the barrel secondary. They got some dogs back there in that secondary, and they were allowing, we went out there and put some yards on the board. So, I'm not going to just totally, downplay the victory, but I'm not going to get up here and beat my chest about the victory. Like we went in there and we beat some kind of real formidable opponent. What I will say, it was refreshing to see the connection with A.J. Brown, Devontae, and Jalen Hurts, which we know is there, and it's there to a detriment because he seems to only focus and lock in on A.J. Brown, and he's always for the big play. To me, I'm not too, that kind of rubs me my nerves sometimes because, hey, man, let's take what they give us. Let's take a little 5-10 yards, dump off here and there. We don't always have to look for the big play all the time. So, but it was good to see, A.J. Brown being back healthy and being productive. Devontae Smith as well came back in the game after having a concussion, being out for 2 weeks, came back, was able to score a touchdown. So it was refreshing to see my guys getting back, just in rhythm, right? Getting back, hopefully we can build on that. But, good thing about it, Jalen Hurts had no turnovers. We can clap our hands about that. No turnover for Jalen Hurts finally, in his first game this year. So kudos for Jalen Hurts for that. But like I said, I'm not, writing home about this game at all. As you see, it's Thursday here. And I really just, I've just been, going over the game and trying to, just pick out some of the good things from the game. Still not using our running game to its capacity that I think we should. And so I think if we just get down to the fundamentals of football, run the ball, we should be okay. We should be okay. With some things that went on in the Browns game, Nick Sirianni, I just don't understand Nick, man. I don't. I mean, if you're a fan, I understand you're a fan. But right now you're a coach, right? I was watching some show, it was unsportsmanlike earlier in the week. And they were talking about the way that Nick Sirianni reacts to the fans. And they made a very, very valid point. The point was this. There is no way that you can be a producer of something and you can't treat your customers, your consumers, in a professional manner or in a good manner and expect for them to continue to patronize you, right? And so one of their examples was like, hey, we have sponsors here. And they listed their sponsors. They said, it was like, there's no way I can get up here and talk down about my sponsors. Let's say my sponsor is the Eagles Nest, right? There's no way I can get on here and say, hey, the Eagles Nest is this, the Eagles Nest is that, and I expect for them to continue to sponsor me. It just wouldn't, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense from a business standpoint from their end, and it just doesn't make sense, common sense for me to sit up and trash talk the people that support me, right? So for Nick Sirianni to get up there and you know, whatever he was saying, tripping back at the fans, and they found some fan on Reddit or something, I don't believe it was a real fan. I believe it was somebody trying to save face. But for them to get up there and, you know, for him to do that, it was just unprofessional to me, just strictly unprofessional to me. I think he has to do a whole lot better, man, as a coach. Me personally, I'm done with Nick Sirianni. I'm done with him. I'm finished with him. He has no control over this team. It is not even the fact that we're losing. Like, you know, we lost. We're 3-2 right now. It's not even that fact. The fact that I don't believe he's a galvanizer of men, meaning I don't think he can rally men or men will galvanize or I don't think men will gravitate towards him and say, you know what, let's listen to him. First of all, what kind of experience does he have as a football coach? He was a wide receivers coach for the Colts. You know, Colts haven't been anything. I mean, who was the last good wide receiver the Colts had? T.Y. Hilton? How long ago that's been? So, I mean, he doesn't have the cachet to be out here to, you know, trash talk fans. He doesn't have rings to sit out here and trash talk fans. He has to be as humble as possible. You know, he cutting his hair off, going bald, bringing his kids on to the interview. Like, come on, Nick, you got to do better than this, man. You have to do better than what you're giving us. You have to realize, hey, you can't do some of the things that you could do as a wide receiver coach. You can't do some of the things you could do as a fan. You are a professional football coach for a professional team in the NFL. This isn't high school. This isn't college. This isn't Pop Warner. This is the National Football League. You get paid millions of dollars. You get paid millions of dollars. So if a fan wants to talk to you in any kind of way, respectfully, you have to eat that. Now, if someone is saying, you know, using swear words at you and, you know, disrespecting you like that, even with that, you have to eat that. You just have to accept that, right? Or don't engage with them, or just tune them out. I mean, think of the precedent that you're setting right here, right? Now, about 2 or 3 games ago, Jalen Carter was getting into it with Tyrann Mathieu on the sideline. When I saw it, I was like, wow, man, you know, the fact that his coaches can't even control him, like, you know, calm him down, like, hey, the fact that Jalen Carter doesn't have that respect for his coach, they'd be like, okay, let me be quiet, the coach is talking. A coach right here, man, I don't want to miss a game, or I don't want to do it. He kept on talking. And then what we see 2 weeks later, Nick Sirianni doing the same thing. So if the coach is doing it, what makes the players think they can do it, right? You have to be an example. And Nick Sirianni is just not an example of how to be a leader for this team, especially in Philly. If you don't know anything about Philly, it's not the place for the meek. It's not. They would chew you up and spit you out. They will. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Think about that. The guy who brings presents on Christmas Day. They threw snowballs at this guy. The Eagles are no respect of men. The fans, excuse me, are no respect of men at all. So, Nick, if you're not built for this environment, you know, like Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was not built for Philly. And it's okay. Some people aren't built to be in the fire. We got rid of Andy freaking Reid. Andy freaking Reid. We got rid of him because the fans were booing him. I mean, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but I'm saying the fans can boo Andy Reid, a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl coach. Nick Sirianni, why do you think you are above being criticized and being called out, especially when everybody else around the league, including fans like myself, can identify just the basic things that can be fine-tuned, just in our opinion, to make this offense better? Like, hey, why are we going into game 6 and we have yet to start the game with the handoff? Game 6 and we have yet to start the game with just a simple handoff. Just hand it off to Saquon Barkley. That's what he's there for. So, You know, I'm not cool with Nick Sirianni doing that to the fans at all. Like I said, we pay. I mean, look at all this stuff. I got Eagles stuff. I'm doing Eagle podcast. I got Eagles everything in here. I got Eagles barbecue stuff in here. You know, when I barbecue with my Eagle stuff. When I barbecue, and I haven't opened it up yet, but look at this. I mean, come on. Like, people are spending their hard-earned money to support this team every freaking week, year in and year out. And you mean to tell me you can't take some criticism, warranted criticism? Run the ball. How long have we been saying? We've been saying run the ball for, I know, at least the last 2 years. Just run the ball. Run the ball. So, you know, he gets the donkey of the day for me, in my opinion. I'm done with Nick Sirianni. And I'm this close, you know, being done with Jalen Hurts as well. I mean, because don't get me wrong, he played a mistake-free game. He did. No mistakes, finally. Can he build on that and be consistent? Well, what I do know is playing these Giants, I mean, they have some key players. I believe Thibodeau is out. But I believe they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. It's a division game, so you never take a division game lightly at all. I don't. I never take a division game lightly. So hopefully Saquon has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to go in there and show them, hey, this is what y'all did. Y'all messed up with me. And now I'm about to show you guys what y'all missed out on. Nick Sirianni, it's that simple. Let Saquon Barkley go in there and get his revenge. We don't need to play hero ball against the Giants. They are a formidable team to play. I mean, they played the Cowboys pretty close. Field goal game. If it wasn't for Daniel Jones missing so many passes, they would have won. Daniel Jones missed like 2 touchdowns, 2 walk-in touchdowns. So I'm not, you know, looking past the Giants at all. I'm very, very concerned about playing the Giants. Because number one, I know Daniel Jones is very, very, you know, he plays pretty good. I mean, he can run, he can escape the pocket, he can extend plays. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not looking at this game like, oh, this is the game that we're going to walk in and blow them boys out. No. We lost to the Falcons. So, this game here, I feel like, you know, no Dallas Goedert. Jordan Malai got hurt last game against the Browns. Johnson came in, looked good. I believe in him. I believe he can start left tackle and come in and play enjoy him a lot of spot. I really do believe that. Grant Calcaterra. I believe that guy. I've been calling his number. I'm glad to see he finally got his shine. Boy got speed too, man. Did you see him take off? He has speed. I mean, speed. And he has a chemistry with Jalen Hurts for playing in Oklahoma together. So, hey, let's get a heavy dose of him. Let's get a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley. And then, you know, hey, we can go up top with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. But I'm telling you, I want to see the Eagles come out and run the ball. I wouldn't mind if we went 3 and out the first drive for just running the ball, I wouldn't be mad at all. You know why? Because it's going to keep the defense for the Giants honest. Remember, the Giants, you know, they playing with house money right now. They have nothing to lose. They're in the bottom of the division. So they want to come out there and throw trick plays. You know, we have to be have our head on the swivel and be ready for anything this weekend. Anything. So, you know, my game prediction for this week, I'm hoping we win. That's just right now. I really don't even want to give scores anymore. I just want to say I predict we're going to win. Hopefully we win. But I don't want to be here and then come Monday morning I got to get on here and be like, this is what we're wrong. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. So, like I said, let's feed Saquon. Let Saquon get in the pot, get in that backfield and run behind that O-line. I mean, he was averaging 6 yards a carry up until last week. We only got 2 yards a carry. So let's feed Saquon Barkley. Let's feed Kenny Gainwell. And let's put even Shipley in the game. Let's have a continuous carousel of running backs that we can feed the ball to. Now, granted, I do want the focal point to be on Saquon Barkley. I want him to be 150 yards easy, at least 2 touchdowns against the game. At least 2 tutties. But don't force it to him. Like, I don't want Jalen Hurts trying to force him the ball to prove a point. I don't want you to do that. Just play the game as it comes to you and play natural. Simple as that. Other than that, man, you know, hey, I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a competitive game. I'm hoping that we win. I mean, this division is wide open right now. The Cowboys, oh my God, they just, oh my God. Lions, Tigers, and Bears, oh my. I mean, the Lions tore them up this weekend, man. I mean, Jerry Jones got on the radio station talking about firing people that he ain't never hired. He's so delusional. You know, the team is in shambles. They showed clips of Michael Parsons on the sideline laughing with his feet up, doing a blowout loss. There's no discipline over there. Just like there's none with the Eagles. There's no discipline over with the Eagles. There's no accountability with the Eagles. So I need for my guys, and I don't know when it's going to start clicking. I've been saying this since last year. Once these guys get on the same page, I don't even think these guys are in the same book, let alone the same page. So once these guys get some kind of continuity going, and you know we can develop a identity, because I don't know what identity is. Are we a running team? Are we a passing team? A defense. Hey, speaking of defense, shout out to Quinyon Mitchell right now. I think he's like number 2 right now in yards allowed and coverage this year. Our rookie is doing his job. Darius Slay, you can go, my guy. You can go, Darius Slay. I don't care about your stats, Pro Bowl. You can turn, you know what. Go, leave, bye. Give me Quinyon Mitchell. Give me Kellen Ringo. Give me Cooper DeJean. Give me Isaiah Rodgers. But Darius Slay, you can go back there and hang out with your boy Bradley for all I care. Bradbury for all I care. I don't think Darius Slay is playing this week. He got hurt last week. I don't know. He might be playing this week. I'm not sure. I know we are without Jordan Mailata and Dallas Goedert for a few weeks. So we got to keep that boy Neighbors in check. Hopefully they put Quinyon Mitchell on him, because Darius Slay is not. No. Got to keep Daniel Jones in the pocket. We can't allow him to escape the pocket. We cannot allow Daniel Jones to escape the pocket. He'll hurt us. He will hurt us. Because right now, I mean, our running defense just isn't there right now. So we got to get back, like I said, to the fundamental basics of who we are. Right? We kept Alvin Kamara in check. I mean, all the potential was there. It's just getting everybody, like I said, in the same book, let alone the same page. Right? So, like I said, man, I'm hoping that we come in this week, set the tone for the rest of the season. You know, this is to be game 7. We almost halfway through the season. 17 games. We're almost halfway through the season, and we still don't look like a put together team. So, but if I did have to give a prediction on the score, I'll say maybe 24-17 Eagles win. I mean, that's as lackluster as they could possibly be. That's just what it is. 24-17. But anyways, man, with that being said, man, I am the bird with the word, man. Shout out to Austin Avenue, Eagles Nest, Eagles Nest, Plano, where you always can go there, get you a good meal, have a good drink, and enjoy the game. Whether you're an Eagles fan, Steelers fan, Cowboys fan, Commanders fan, there's a place for you at the Eagles Nest, Plano. With that being said, I am the bird with the word. You heard it first. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'm out.